All right, so the last function we're going to be taking a look at for class, I want you to look up the rest yourself should you come up across any obstacles that might be solved with a built-in function, is the strip function. Now what this is going to do is it's going to trim off your leading and trailing white space. So you see here we have the word banana with a bunch of spaces before and after it. Let's try this ourselves. Word equals banana and a bunch of spaces. So let's print word dot strip. And it's just going to be banana, no white spaces. I was going to do a more complicated example with the join, append, and split functions, but that turned out to be way too complicated for this early on, so we will do that later when we start talking about lists. So for now, let's look at another way we could do this. Let's say we have word, we'll say this equals, so we have the word banana again, but let's just do a bunch of let's do a bunch of just random symbols here at the start and then a bunch of white space at the end. So another way we can use the strip function is we can specify a set of characters to look for and it'll cut off all of them. So let's print word.strip, and we want to remove commas, we want to remove dots, we want to remove left and right angle brackets, colons, and semicolons, and of course spaces. Now let's see it in action. Both of these should be the same despite all this garbage, and it is. Now, this is how you would use the strip function. You might be better off just using replace than you would using strip, but here it is nonetheless. It can help. It can make things a little bit easier to read in some cases. But overall, I would recommend just using replace instead, and because you can always replace something with nothing. So that's going to do it. This is the last part of the built-in functions lecture set, 7 parts. So next week, we're going to jump back into our math. And we got one more math concept to cover before we can get to the exam, and that is going to be propositional logic. We're going to be talking truth tables, working with true-false values. So, stick around for that.